Hello, my name is Bob Benson. I'm the pastor of Christ Lutheran Church in Greenhurst, New York, and we're here again today with another episode of Discipleship Today. We've been talking about using the book of John as a kind of a guide for discipleship, and the point I really wanted to get across today that it's not about being in a book of the Bible all the time. There are some times when you just need to spend time living the life with your disciples. That's what Jesus did. He walked with them. He talked with them. They lived life together, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for an extended period of time, for 3 years at least. But we're going to get back into the book of John this morning. We covered the first 5 verses in the last couple of weeks. And I just want to read a couple of verses, and then we're going to make some application today. I'm going to start in verse 6, and I'm reading from the ESV. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness to bear witness about the light, that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to bear witness about the light. The true light, which gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him. Yet the world did not know him. He came to his own people did not receive him, but to all who did receive him, who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. These verses really touch my heart. This man sent from God, John, and it's really interesting throughout the book of John. John doesn't refer to himself in the first person. He doesn't even refer to himself sometimes in the second person. He says the beloved disciple. And I think that reveals a little of the relationship that this young guy had with Jesus Christ. He told everybody that he was not the light, but came to bear witness about the light, that all might believe through him. That true light was Jesus Christ. He was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. We get this sense that John's writing in a purpose to get people to recognize who Jesus Christ was, not just as a human, but as divine. There are all sorts of people out there today, liberal scholars, that say that Jesus Christ never claimed to be deity, and that is just not true all over Scripture. And if you understand the original context, the Hebraic context, every time Jesus made an I am statement, he was stating who he was. I am that I am is what God told Moses. Moses said, who should I say sent me? And he said, I am that I am. And every time that Jesus said that, and right now we're in the midst of getting ready for Holy Week, the week Good Friday, Monday, Thursday, Easter coming up this season. Jesus Christ, when he's confronted by the mob in the garden, he asks who they're looking for, and they say, we're looking for Jesus of Nazareth. And he pipes up and he says, I am he is how it's recorded, but the actual statement was, I am. And they fell down. They fell backwards. Jesus Christ's statement that he was God, everybody there at that time knew that the context, knew that that's what he was claiming to be, and knew that's who he was. He had power to knock them down with his words. And I think it's interesting. He could have called 1,000 angels to defend him, but that was not the purpose. This original visit, he had to fulfill all of Scripture. He had to go to the cross, die there, and pay the penalty for us. So as you disciple, or as you are discipled, please understand that it's not about the how, it's about the who. We disciple to the person of Jesus Christ. I don't want my disciples to look like me at all, and you don't either. You want them to look like Jesus Christ. So, as Paul said, and I don't know if I could make this statement, but Paul said, follow me as I follow Jesus. Have a blessed week, and keep out there discipling. I know it's hard work.